Peyton Manning threw a couple of interceptions. Lendell White and Chris Johnson combined for 3 touchdowns, and the Titans beat the Colts 31-21.
And then they reeled off 23 regular season wins in a row.
Yeah, it was making me angry. Yeah. On 3rd and 7, Thomas Jones straight ahead.
29-15. We beat the Colts, baby.
The producer of today's game is Mark Wolf.
Undefeated Colts go defeated by the Jets. And Peyton Manning was in most of the game.
On CBS is Lance Barrow. The coordinating producer of CBS Sports is Steve Karasik. The associate directors of our game today, Ryan Galvin and Alana Campbell. Our broadcast associates, the birthday boy Brian Jagoda and Gareth Hughes. And our technical manager, Nick Muro. Our technical director is Dennis Stone. And our audio supervisor, Kevin Little. Our whole crew, including our statistician, Joe Castellano, Andy Kushnick, and our spotter, Mike Clark, all of us wish you all a very happy New Year. You too, Dan.
Well, thank you, Greg. Same to you. As always, it's fun being with you. Jim Caldwell, his streak ends. A rookie head coach who gets off to a pretty decent start.
He kind of gets a taste of what everybody else is going through this season.
Jim, this is what it's like to lose an NFL game. He's now 14-1 as a head coach in this league.
And knowing him, he will not back off of his decision one iota in the postgame.
No, because it's all now just about going forward. Yeah, Peyton Manning has indigestion, and a lot of the players do, because I'm sure they would have liked players. The only reason you play is to win, but then put this in the rearview mirror really quickly, and now it's just all about getting ready for the playoffs.
Ball scored. Incomplete. The New York Jets scored 38 points at Oakland. That was their largest scoring output of the season. This is number 2 at 29. The Jets win today moves them to 8-7 and moves them right into the wild card hunt. And a win over Cincinnati next week puts them in the postseason.
With no help needed anyplace else, and that is always the best of positions to be as a football player, or any sport for that matter.
It's easy for a coach to do, which is
no scoreboard watching except the game you're playing on.
On 2nd and 10, Painter on the run. In trouble. He got rid of it just as he got hammered at the 25-yard line by Brian Thomas.
I'm sure Curtis is thinking, it doesn't look that hard when Manning's doing it. Why does he make it look so easy? You got to know Peyton Manning to know what an ultra competitor he is. And I can't imagine what's going through his mind right now. But I'm sure his stomach is churning. But I guarantee he won't say all that he's really thinking.
3rd and 10, Painter with time throwing, and it is almost intercepted. Dwight Lowry. With 46 seconds to play. So it will be a happy ride home for these New York Jets.
And they get to stay at home, where they will host the Bengals next Sunday. A Bengal team that clinched their division today.
The message will be pretty simple for Rex Ryan this week, won't it?
It'll be fun at the last guy. It's too much shirt that.
Peter, a 4th and 10. Running out of time, and he goes down at the 28-yard line.
Maybe Rex ought to say, well, we're out of the playoffs. It worked for him last week. Maybe you ought to try to, maybe a reprise this week.
Little offense, little defense, little special teams all combined for the New York Jets today. As they move to 8-7 on the year, and the Colts fall to 14-1.
For the Jets, a W is a W. Doesn't matter whether Peyton Manning played the whole game or not. They'll take it, and they will run out of time.
Indy has no more timeouts. Mark Sanchez will take a knee, and that will do it. Sanchez and the Jets stay alive and go home to face the Bengals with a chance to go to the postseason next week. For Jim Caldwell, the first loss of his young coaching career. Peyton Manning, handshakes all around, and you know he will be swarmed when he reaches the locker room. Our final score, the Jets 29, the Colts 15. Coming next on CBS 60 Minutes, followed by Jesse Stone, Thin Ice, and Cold Case. Greg Gumbel and Dan Deerdorf saying so long. JB, take it away.